Hello and welcome. As you can tell by the title, I'm the obsessed movie man, O.M.M. At one point in everyone's life, I believe that we have all been fascinated by dinosaurs. And why not? They're awe-inspiring creatures from a very different age. Dinosaurs have been, and always shall be, cool. There have been many films that have depicted dinosaurs over the years, such as The Lost World, King Kong, and The Beast from 20,000 Fathoms. But the one dinosaur film that is widely known would be Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park is based on the novel of the same name by Michael Crichton. In the movie, Dr. Alan Grant, Dr. Ellie Sattler, and mathematician Ian Malcolm are contacted by the wealthy John Hammond to endorse his new theme park and verify its safety. What is it that makes Hammond's theme park different from, say, the likes of Disneyland or Knott's? Nothing much. He just has a whole bunch of clones of practically every single dinosaur that has ever existed. The scientists discuss the many problems there are with having live dinosaurs coexisting with humans, but Hammond remains undeterred and sends the doctors, a lawyer, and his own grandchildren on a tour of the park. Meanwhile, a disgruntled employee plans to steal the dinosaur embryos for a competing company. Not only does he escape with the embryos, he also shuts off the power to the park, which includes the security fences that are keeping the dinosaurs at bay. My God! What kind of lunatic would risk the lives of so many innocents just for his own greedy purposes? Newman! All hell breaks loose in the park. The dinosaurs escape, the Dilophosaurus kills Newman, the raptors begin stalking and killing anyone in their way, and the T-Rex kills the lawyer. In all fairness, though, the lawyer probably should have seen this coming. I mean, the audience saw this coming, for God's sake. The camera moved a little bit. Dr. Grant now has to get himself and the annoying, adorable children back to the center, while Dr. Sattler and Hammond have to figure out how to contact help. Will they survive the park? Will Hammond learn the errors of his ways? Will Jeff Goldblum ever stop stuttering? The answers to those questions would be yes, yes, and a big fat no. There's not a whole lot to say about the acting. It's good, don't get me wrong, but it's a bit obvious that the acting isn't what makes this film so memorable. Well, there is Sam Neill as Alan Grant and the late Richard Attenborough as John Hammond. I think the reason why I remember these two the most is because they both have the most character development. Hammond is a man with fantastic visions, but is blind by the dangerous reality of his park. Grant is a stern, child-loathing paleontologist who presents the notion that dinosaurs are more closely related to birds than reptiles. As the film continues, both Grant's views of children and dinosaurs change. He has an even stronger appreciation towards dinosaurs, and he ends up saving the children at the end of the movie, growing to like them as a result. Which is a great mistake, because children are more terrifying than any of the dinosaurs on that island. Other than these two actors, nothing really stands out all that much. There is, of course, Jeff Goldblum as Dr. Malcolm, and his performances gained mixed opinions. Some people like it, and others hate it. I'm actually not too annoyed by it. I do acknowledge that Goldblum never really changed his acting after Jurassic Park, but I think the performance used here did work for this character, and it was pretty interesting to see. I still enjoy watching this very, very strange character played by this very strange actor. What can I say about the effects? They were unbelievable when they came out, and they're still unbelievable. The introduction of the Brachiosaurus wowed us just as it wowed the characters in the movie. It's safe to say that CGI became immensely popular after Jurassic Park, though there were other films that experimented with it before, such as in Terminator 2 and The Abyss. Originally the effects were going to be stop motion, but when Steven Spielberg was unsatisfied, animators came up with the idea of using computer animation to bring the dinosaurs to life. There were also a lot of puppets involved, my two favorite puppets being the Triceratops and the T-Rex. Then we come to the T-Rex, who has been described as the star of this film, which she most definitely is. She's the main attraction of the film, everyone wanting to see her the most. The build-up to her is fantastic. We don't see her right away, but after the tension rises, she bursts onto the screen and roars with all her might. The T-Rex is still the biggest puppet that Stan Winston's studio has ever created. Trying to work with her in the rain was an absolute nightmare for the filmmakers. The puppet would soak up the water and cause the puppet to break down. So then filming had to stop and the T-Rex had to be dry before shooting could continue. The T-Rex became so popular to Spielberg that he ended up changing the ending of the film so that it featured her in it. The scares are well done also. The scenes with the T-Rex lurking around the car that the kids are in and the raptors stalking the kids in the kitchen are full of suspense. I just noticed that there are a lot of scenes of dinosaurs trying to kill kids in this movie. I guess the dinosaurs know that the kids need to exit this feature as quick as possible. I'm a hacker! A quick special shout out should go to composer John Williams and his thrillingly adventurous score. It's one of the most memorable themes in all of cinema, and for good reason. It seems like it takes you to another world filled with beauty and danger, perfectly fitting the tone of this film. Not a whole lot else to say, other than it's a great score, and something I would love to listen if I were on a ride. Oh wait. I do have two small nitpicks, however. The film explains that there is no breeding in Jurassic Park because all of the dinosaurs are female. Later it's revealed that the dinosaurs are indeed breeding. Grant figures out that the dinosaurs have been changing their sex in order to reproduce. How are they doing this, you might be asking? Hammond explained that when the dinosaurs were cloned, there were missing gaps in the dinosaurs' DNA, and the frog DNA was used to fill in those gaps. Grant explains later on that there are some frogs that are capable of changing sex in a single-sex environment. My problem with this is that apparently none of the highly trained scientists that Hammond spared no expense on were able to point out this crucial little detail. Maybe it's a minor nitpick, but I don't know, this always bothered me. They are supposed to be top-notch scientists and do not notice this problem. This doesn't seem like a mistake scientists would actually make. My last nitpick is when the raptors are attempting to break into the computer room. Alex is trying to reboot the park system while Grant and Sattler hold the door shut so the raptors can't get in. Sattler tries reaching for the gun, but if she moves, the raptors will break in. Gee, if only there was someone else in the room who was not doing anything and could contribute to this troubling situation. Oh wait, there is! Tim is standing right next to Alex doing absolutely nothing. Really, kid? You can't help out just a little bit? I mean, your lives are at stake. That's all.
Kids. Useless.
Putting these nitpicks aside, Jurassic Park is a tremendously fun action-adventure film. It has groundbreaking effects, an unforgettable music score, and a very impressive science fiction story. It has paved the way for how we view dinosaurs in film, as it continues to attract new film goers to see the fantastic depictions of these creatures. Jurassic Park is a film that you need to see.
Thanks, this is an O.M.M review. This is O.M.M signing out.